Force will be with you. Always.
So, I was watching Andor and they always keep talking about the end guy, but never say the other option. I'm Buddha Scream and or who? At the TV at this point. Trolley Imperial Agent experience. Frickin' Chemishore all over again.
Oh my god. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-dum-dum. Good morning, everybody. We're going to play some Star Wars The Old Republic today. I'm going to be jumping back into the Smuggler story. I have this poofy shirt. I think I showed it to you guys maybe the other day, if anyone remembers. I got it at a thrift store. I got it on a sale where you could fill a bag for a dollar amount, and you could get whatever you want as long as you fit in the bag. So I got a couple of things for me and a couple of things to share. But this shirt, I was just like, whoa, this is so cool. It's like a Victorian shirt. And I also got this dress there, and it fits really, really well. Super cute. And I was like, maybe they might go good together. I think they do. I think it's cute. Quick Nova says, I bought tickets to see the Revenge of the Sith in theaters. Have fun. Have fun. I think there's at least one other person who is going to see that. They kept asking on YouTube, is anyone going to see ROTS in the theaters? And we also have, I don't know if they're still here at this point, but Roy Valentine is in line for Nintendo Switch 2, and yeah, so that apparently has like sold out online already, even with the price increase for both the console itself and the The games have been kind of the big talking point. Oh, Pat is here trying to give me some weapons. Hang on, Pat. I'm here. I'm slow. Oh, I see him. Awesome. Thank you so much for finding 2 more for my weapons project. You have been a huge boon to this project. I retract every time I have ever yelled at you for standing in the fire. I forgive you for every time that you have stood in the fire, and I regret ever yelling at you about it in the first place. But yeah, he's so cute. Yeah, I'm really happy with these together now. I'm like, oh, I'm so fancy. We're gonna go over the news, and then I'm gonna go jump into the Prosper story. Oh, after doing the Foundry flashpoint, says average teacup. I installed SWTOR, but now I'm stuck in Terrace. I don't know what to do. Are you stuck, like, technologically stuck, or stuck as in you're not sure like which direction you should be heading, or are you stuck with your like quest? Because in Terrace used to be the real choke point for technology back in the day. You would go down the Terrace elevator and then the whole game would just devolve into like graphical chaos, and you couldn't go any further or crash and stuff like that. How's the tortoise today? Hey, Urza, she is sleeping. She doesn't usually wake up till after I end the stream. I go, and she has a little light now that turns on automatically, and I go, and she's like sticking her head out like, is anyone gonna feed me? Hey, Sakura, and hey, everybody coming in. Nice to see you here. Actu says, hello, I am new here. I was told you can meet the ghost of Darth Sion in the game, and he gives you his armor, but you have to hit max level of dark side points. That's a pretty good one. That's actually a pretty believable one. Like, if you told that to a new person, I don't think they would think that you're pulling their leg. However, speaking of pulling your leg, Chris over on YouTube had this to say in all capitals, and let me share it with you. Hence, right, for those of you who can't see it. Just imagine Yoda from the dark side of the Force with speed, Chewbacca's strength, and height with Force lightning and soul transfer. Super scary. Okay, wait. You had me up into the soul transfer part. What soul transfer? Is that like, is this Yoda with dark side of the Force and speed, Chewbacca strength, and height with Force lightning? Is he gonna like take over my body with his soul? Listen, he doesn't need my body. His is really good if he's got all of those things. All I have is a puffy shirt and some glasses. That's like literally all I got. Teacup says, I don't know where to go in the lower city, but I'll figure it out. Okay, as long as you're not technologically stuck, have fun exploring. Enjoy yourself. It is a big departure because you're finally in a real world to go explore. And Terrace is a pretty confusing one because it's got like the upper and lower and the lower sewers. Can I play a Wookiee Sith yet? Can everybody else play a Wookiee Sith? No. Can you play a Wookiee Sith? Yes, you're allowed. Just you. Only you, Actus. Sounds like those things you'd read in a video game guide magazine, but it was for another version of the game. Oh gosh, like video game tips magazine 90s. I don't think I ever had any of those because I didn't really... Video games were kind of a bit nebulous for me. We had the ones for the PC, but we didn't have any of the like Nintembos or anything like that. Look at this. Tips and tricks. X-Men 2, Clone Wars, start with 99 lives, fight the hidden boss, and more. Do you think if I'd been an adult in the 90s, do you think I would have made magazines like that? Maybe. Internet wasn't quite as popular yet then. People still magazined it. Let's go over the news for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'll show you how to start with 99 lives. Today is April 24th. Sale of the day is Unstable Peacemaker's Dual Saber. It's still 1,350 cartel coins. It does have, in my opinion, a really cool effect on it that you can't really see from the icon. As always, check the GTN first. You can, for those of you who haven't been paying attention to the news, there's actually 3 free items you can get right now. The first is the Purple Jubilee Hover Pod. All you have to do is log in before April 30th. If you have a friend who plays infrequently, maybe send them a reminder to go pick that up. If they need more info, visit Swtorista.com/events. The second is the Opal Voltilla Mini Pet, and this one you should share with your friends who also may not even have the game downloaded, but maybe played in the past, have them log into their SWTOR.com account and use this code to redeem this code, because it gives them a free baby. A good baby. I keep trying to sell the Dark Honor Guard Saber, but it keeps going on sale. Ah ha ha, yeah. And maybe have to lower that price point to combat the fact that it's often on sale, yeah. And the third free, in quotes, item is the Naboo Type C speeder mount. It's a very nice looking mount. It's got a really cool animation. We like that it has both the YouTube play button on it, as well as it's not very visible here, but some purple Twitch effects on it. And you get this for free if you subscribe anytime before May 23rd. Now, regardless of your subscription status, I would love for you to come join me on Saturday, May the 3rd. We're going to do Attack of the Third. Attack of the Third. We're not going to mispronounce that word. We're going to be doing this combination celebration of Star Wars Day and of my very belated birthday. We got a whole bunch of events going on, and you can learn more about that on Swtorista.com/events. And there's a whole bunch of events you can join for. There's going to be a fashion show, Republic side. There's going to be chaos, which everyone can participate in at level 1. There's going to be a glow party. All you need is your ship so we can summon you. There was something else, but I forgot what it was. Yeah. Attack of the Third. Oh my goodness. What else is going on? The most recent updates, update 7.6.1. We don't necessarily know when 7.7 is or anything like that, or what exactly it's going to entail. But we did articles. How do I use my own website? One moment, please. We did see a lovely new trailer from Star Wars: The Old Republic that had some spoilers about what's coming up in the future. Oh my God, Troopers! We just had an Amazon Prime subscription from somebody named Troopers Poo. Attack of the Third, indeed. What was the code? It will be SWTOR SWC25, and I just typed that up in chat for you. And we also had our friend Robin also subscribed. She's almost at 3 years of supporting this project, and she often helps set things up. So big thank you to Robin and to Troopers Poo and to Bladen. Oh, thank you. Johnny Nick says, howdy from Texas, ma'am. Love how informative your streams are. And a side note, I really dig the shirt. Thank you! And thanks for saying hi, Johnny Nick. So thanks for chiming in while we're here live today. So, yay, shirt fun. I love playing dress up. I don't really have any reason to in real life, so might as well dress up for a stream, right? And what else? Galactic Seasons Season 8 is currently running. We've been running that every Tuesday. A lot of you are actually getting surprisingly close to the end of the track, which I'm kind of shocked about. The Rackle event is coming up. Oh my gosh. It's coming up later at the end of the month. April 29th. And I think that's it for the news. Yep, that's it. So basically they're probably prepping for 7th. Oh wow, you too. DJ Shadowcat, thank you so much. And you're almost a half a year supporting the project. Thank you. Really appreciate it, you guys. It's one of the big parts of what helps make this project possible, especially these streams in the morning. I did want to show you guys what I was working on. Doing actual work instead of streaming. I was working on the SWTOR weapons project. I'm really proud to say that it's coming along slowly but surely, making progress on it. And what I really want to show off is the fact that all of the weapons have been as filled out as I can get them right now. They have been appearance matched to each other, which is kind of hard to explain, but maybe I'll try showing you guys. Similar? Double-bladed lightsaber. Similar blaster cannon. This isn't like a link you can click because it's literally all of the weapons in the game. So I don't want everybody loading it up and crashing the server. So basically, you can see that I don't know how like obvious it is, to be honest. Weapons that are similar to each other have now been grouped up. Some of it was automated, a lot of it was just sitting there by hand, copy pasting and linking them together. But you can see these are like the different styles of the Exarch weapon. You can see down here I call these the funky cannons. Do that funky cannon. And they're kind of similar. They're not exactly the same. We've got all these kind of weird, I called these ones Cannon Gormac and like Cannon Hodgepodge, and the ones that are all kind of similar together have been grouped together. So even if you can't find the exact gun you're looking for, it will be able to show you. This isn't like live yet, I guess you could say. It will be able to show you some that are similar in shape and design, even if not exactly the same. So you can kind of see they're grouped together a bit by type or like when they were created and stuff like that. So you can see I put all the pirate ones together. And so the only one I have left to do this huge part of the project is blaster pistols. And oh my God, there is a lot of them. Thank you so much to everyone who's been helping submit info or specific weapons I've been requesting, because it's been very useful. Because look, this is all the blaster pistols in the game. So as you can see, this is not a small project. It's a big project. Oh my God. So that's what I've been working on. Basically worked on it all last night until I looked at the clock and it was 9:30 and I was like, oh, I should go to bed. And I did. The end. And I just picked up some new weapons from Patrick, which made me happy. All right. So the next thing I was going to be hopping into was the Smuggler story. So I've been enjoying... Do I hear the sounds? Good. I've been enjoying the Smuggler story. It's definitely a big departure from every other story in the game, in my opinion, because it's kind of goofy. It's very silly. You're like, I don't honestly care that much about anything else in the galaxy to the extent that other characters do. Like, you can be a Sith and you can be very self-centered, or a Sith Inquisitor be very self-centered, but in the end you're still going along with the cosmic plot of everything that's going on, whether you want to or not. Versus the Smuggler is just like, my ship's been stolen, I want it back. I want my ship and I want it now. Like, there's nothing else. Like, you don't talk about the war, you don't talk about the Sith versus the Jedi, you don't talk about the Republic versus the Empire. You're just like, I want my ship and I want it now. Oh, I should have picked up the heroic. That would have gotten me there real close. Hello there, says the Star Wars. The Star Wars is here in our channel right now. I always wanted to meet the Star Wars. Wow. Wow. So on the side, apart from Star Wars The Old Republic, right now me and Mr. Swtorista are back again playing Baldur's Gate 3 for like the millionth time. This time we're checking out some of the new classes, not classes, but I guess disciplines, the secondary combat types, the new ones that they added with the final patch. And we've been also enjoying trying to check out some more obscure story paths that we haven't seen before. So that's been kind of a whole fun kind of thing. Like the most obscure story paths that we haven't played the previous times, that's what we're playing right now, which I've actually quite enjoyed. I've really been enjoying, for anyone who's been checking it out, the Druid who has sparkle stars. I think it's called a Celestial Druid, maybe? Subclasses! Thank you, Pyadin. I appreciate that you knew what I was referring to and knew the proper word for it. So I've been checking that one out, and he's been checking out it's either called Blade Singer or Blade Dancer, I forget which. And I was originally going to change my other character too that I play to try one of the new ones, but she's a monk and she's currently just going around and literally punching everything to death. Like, she's our main damage dealer in our whole party, so I've been leaving her alone. What's the last one? Oh, and I think my husband's been checking out Paladin Oath Breaker? I don't know, I can't remember exactly what he was doing. Something with the Paladin with Minthara. Yeah, and I'm gonna go take a look at whatever's on this panel right here. I'm recording. To access security station, insert clearance pass. Do we have one of those?
Must need some blasted data card to open this thing.
There's bound to be somebody around here with a clearance pass. You ready for some more action, Captain?
Oh, it's just like, please go beat things up till you find a clearance pass. Yeah, I can do that. The other game that we've been playing, sorry, not me and Mr. Swtorista, but me and friends, we've been playing World of Warcraft. We've been continuing that. For about a year, I was checking out Final Fantasy with them in a goal to kind of check out other games. They actually just started playing Guild Wars 2 with their circle of friends too, so that's been really cool to hear about because I really enjoyed that game in the past. One of them is playing like for the very first time, and it's so fun. There's so many MMOs out there that you can... It's super cool that they've been around for so long, and still some people haven't had a chance to try them, and it's super fresh and new to them. And that's how Star Wars The Old Republic is for a lot of people just coming in for the first time. For many of us, we've been playing for a long time. For example, I've been playing for 13 years, but there's plenty of people who are just coming in for the first time still. And there's a lot of people who are returning to the game. Like, I haven't played in freaking 12 years. What's changed, you know? What am I doing here? I am... oh, it's just like acquire a clearance pass. Okay, that's very specific. Thank you, video game. And so that's what World of Warcraft kind of is for me. I realize I'm a bit of a novelty seeker. I really like trying new things that I haven't seen before, versus like Mr. Swtorista. He really likes he's the kind of person who will research things really, really heavily and in-depthly and then just kind of replay them over multiple times. I don't roll that way. And so for like playing these other games, it's been very refreshing. It also gives me a new way to look at my main game, Star Wars The Old Republic. So for example, you guys talk a lot about, you guys bring up the term, what's it called? Transmogrification. That's the word in World of Warcraft for how you make a new outfit. Make a new outfit on top of your gear. We don't call it that in SWTOR. I learned a new one, disenchantment, yesterday. But what have we been doing in that game has been really fun and interesting to me. Occasionally I'll just join them for whatever adventures they're doing that day. For example, for those of you familiar, it's Time Walking Week, so we can go back and do older dungeons, flashpoints, and they'll be more relevant again. So we've been doing that just for fun every once in a while. I don't have a particular reason for doing that, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. And then a lot of the time we'll often go chasing cosmetic rewards. I'll be like, oh, I saw this super cool glowy thing. I want it. I want to make a whole new character just so they can wear it. I want to learn how to play Paladin, so I have a brand new character just to learn how to play that. And that's something I actually figured out from Star Wars The Old Republic, that although it's a bit daunting, I actually do really like learning and having multiple classes, which is not ever something I used to do before I got into content creation, before I kind of had to force myself to learn other classes so I could help you guys with them. So we're often going chasing cosmetics. And what's interesting is we actually spend quite a bit of time checking out the events. The events that they're similar to Star Wars The Old Republic. They're often seasonal based. They're often not that complex or not that deep. For example, we just did a bunch of egg hunting in Star Wars The Old Republic during the... I have such an itchy nose today. I got sneeze. Am I just supposed to kill people until I find one? This isn't very fun. One of the guild underbosses. Okay, that'll help a little bit. It tells me a little more specifically which enemies I need to go murder. I see two of them over here. Egg hunting in the Dantooine farm event, and then a month later, World of Warcraft has their Noble Garden Easter event, which actually takes place during Easter. Do you have what I need, bro? Yes, you do. Thank you very much. And it's cool to kind of compare and contrast the differences between them. And because I haven't played that game a lot, all the events are like fresh to me versus the events of Star Wars The Old Republic. I've done them all at least at minimum once. Some of them I've done kind of beaten them to death would be a more accurate way of describing them. Like the Dantooine event, I've only run it like 2 years because it's kind of on the newer side, right? But I have already run everything at least once. I've seen everything there is to see, but the Noble Garden one, I'd never done it before. Even though it's not a very interesting or like in-depth event, it was fun to do it at least once. So it's kind of cool going in as a super fresh player, and I can totally see now how someone could join Star Wars: The Old Republic and just be so overwhelmed because it feels like there's so much. So you're just starting at 0, yeah. Monk, I need a monk. Scavic is having a better smuggler story than the smuggler. Kind of. Oh, Freight says in Baldur's Gate 3, Drunken Master is hilarious. Yeah, Mr. Swtorista really wants to check that one out. He keeps talking about it to me. Hey, good morning, Anax. So yeah, I'm playing World of Warcraft in a very small group of friends only. We rarely do things with other people. I don't have to deal with any of the like endeavors that you would when trying to be social without a group of friends, and it's very fun to play that way, especially because unlike SWTOR, which the endgame stuff is very focused on 8-man operations, in World of Warcraft they very much do value 5-man groups for both progression and gearing and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. You can actually find enough friends to do that you actually like know versus having to be in a guild. It's their clearance pass.
Awfully nice of the guild to leave a clearance pass with their security patrol.
Teacup says, I tried so many MMOs, and usually they're bad, old, and half dead. But there are gems. I mean, even if you're joining a game that's half dead, especially if it has a good soloing component, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, maybe you're not going to play the game for the next decade if you can't find other people to do the other stuff with. But like all of the games that I'm talking about, all the big MMOs, so SWTOR, not the biggest one, but SWTOR because we're playing it right now, World of Warcraft, ESO, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, all of... I'm like trying to name them off the top of my head. All of those have really good solo and exploratory content. So you don't necessarily need to have like an extremely vibrant player base if you're new, if you're starting at 0, because you have like years, sometimes over a decade of content to go and play, which is super cool. That's basically what I'm experiencing in World of Warcraft, and what, like I was saying, my other friend who's trying out Guild Wars 2 is probably experiencing over there. If you do dungeons and raids with 100 different people, you get a battle pet? Well, I've done dungeons and raids with a total of like 6 different people, and all of them I know. But it's really fun, especially because my friend, one of them is a kind of a veteran of World of Warcraft, but took a long break. So he knows a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of newer stuff or stuff that's changed too. And I'm like, I lost my shield. How do I get a new one? And the answer is like... Great question. I want a turtle mount. How could I get that easily at a low level? How can I fill up my little adventure book so I can get free cosmetic rewards? Because that's the true driver of any game for me, is collecting things. Oh, I thought that was a cutscene. It was not. Oh, this is a cutscene though. Hello there.
Been monitoring.
I have not been monitoring anything. Oh, it's Kixie.
Monitoring you on the security network. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Guess we found our slicer. But why does this room look like a prison?
Because it is a prison. Thanks for noticing.
Hello.
Whatever issues you're having with the guild, I'm on your side. I'm just a slave here. Your name's Kixie, right? That's my nickname. Short for Kixie Aralu. You came here for me? The guild locked me up 2 years ago. Forced me to work for them. I'll do anything to get out. What do you need?
Put me on Scavic's trail and I'll free you.
Finding his trail is easy. Just look for the slime. I knew that Corellian pig lizard Scavic had ticked off the wrong person. No wonder he was in such a hurry. Scavic paid the guild to clean his identity record. They made me slice into the Republic's main database and delete all his arrest warrants.
You just cracked open the Republic's database and changed things?
That's what I do. The Republic administrators never even knew I was there. Sorry, but that's all I know about Scavic. I'm not sure how else to help you.
Isn't there some way to figure out where Scavic is?
Do you know how many people are on Coruscant? It takes a lot for one man to stand out. Hang on. Maybe that's it. Take away his spotless identity record, and Scavic can't walk 10 meters without attracting attention. He'll be a lot easier to find. I can ruin Scavic's identity record for you in no time. If I do that, will you let me go?
Show me what you can do to him first.
I've been slicing the Republic's main databank for years. There's nothing I can't do. I saved copies of everything I erased from Scavic's identity record. All I have to do now is transfer the data back.
Oh.
There. Easy. The minute he passes an identity checkpoint, it'll trigger an alarm.
Can you clean my record?
Gangster put a price on my head. Can you fix that?
Thing about gangsters is, getting in trouble with them is easy. Getting out? That's something else. Sorry, I can't help you there.
Worth a try.
Let me go now, so I can make it out before they lock this place down.
I was always planning to let you go.
Thank you, you're my hero.
Maybe we should go check in with Darmas. See if he's got any new info on Scavic.
Sounds like a plan. You guys are so cute. I like how you guys are like, just go check Wowhead. Do you know what Wowhead is? Wowhead is a database site, and the only information you can find that is actually useful is in the comments, and the comments is made by people like you, and all of you are useless. Do you know how many posts I have had to make about getting stuck on things that I shouldn't be stuck on? Too many. Too many. Where's my post about, like, wow, Reddit Swtorista, wow, flower crown? Here we go, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is my post. A friend took me to all the moonwells for the lunar preservation to get the flower crowns for the WoW Lunar New Year's quest. My staff of Moonflowers is charged 101, but I can't figure out how to turn into quest giver Muriel Lunar Bloom. Do you know, Wowhead, how much Wowhead I looked? Lots. Useless. Garbage. No, it's actually it's an intense site. It is a really huge database site and really quite impressive, and it's absolutely one of the ones that I looked at for for inspiration for my site. But the important thing to know is it's not a curated site in the same way that like a handwritten site is. A lot of it is sharing news and sharing the database, what's actually in the game. But that doesn't always line up when you get into a problem or something that doesn't match perfectly. So for example, whenever we look at data mine stuff for SWTOR, I always try and remind you guys that although we have the information from in the game files, it may not always directly line up with what you see in game, with what you can actually do in game. So for example, it's kind of a bit of a random fun one that I experienced recently. I used someone helped me get a list of weapons from the game. The problem is they're not necessarily all correct. So that's why I'm like actually going in, verifying them with what's in game, validating with them what's in game, and deleting or editing data to actually reflect what you guys can actually get and see. So for example, we've got these 3 weapons that were in the game files called Rusted Assault Cannon, Rusted Blaster Rifle, and Rusted Sniper Rifle. Like, I'm fairly certain these don't actually exist. And in SWTOR, the game files don't even tell you in any way where to get things. We don't have that data at all. And so World of Warcraft can be like that too. Like sometimes things can change, things get renamed. Even if you have guides from the past, the game is so large and has existed for what, it's 20 plus years now, that if you find a guide, it might no longer be relevant anymore. It's like, oh my god, there's too much of it. I just wanted to get a turtle and a flower crown. Hey, M. Watts, and I feel so sad about my site. Sometimes my site is not up to date as well, and that's why I've been making a really focused effort on updating at least the databases. The guides are not too bad. The guides are, there's gonna be a couple here and there that are out of date, but for the most part, because I like actively playing the game, I try and keep them mostly up to date. I think the gearing ones are the hardest ones that drive me the most nuts to fix. But a lot of the databases are out of date right now. For example, the mounts database is super out of date. So that's why I'm like, been focusing on the weapons database, and then I'm gonna go clean up the other ones, and then I can finally be free for a little while. Free from the databases. Wow, Resident Jason. Holy cow. Thank you for supporting the project. 49 months. Jason says, wow, 49 months already. Oh my god. See? You've been around probably before some of these databases even existed. When Oblivion Rista. Oh my gosh, yeah. My husband came home from work and he said, did you hear? And I was like, yeah, I did hear. I didn't even have to say what it was because he's a huge Elder Scrolls fan. And his biggest question was, how much of a remake was it? Like, how different is it? Because the old game had a lot of charm, but also a lot of like technical issues, I think he said. And he said he tried it out and he was kind of sad because the visuals of the game he felt were quite different. Let's see. Oblivion. Oh. He said there was really a lot of like visual charm, and he said it was kind of like pastel-y a little bit and kind of like very high fantasy. And he said the remake, because it was done in Unreal 5, a lot of Unreal 5 stuff kind of looks the same a little bit, and he said it actually kind of looks like other similar games, because I don't know exactly why. I assume it's because they use similar assets or the way assets are generated. And he was kind of bummed about that. I was like, really? I wouldn't have expected that. Yeah. Oh, you're playing Oblivion Remastered right now. That's awesome. Oh, Indirect wants to know, what version of WoW are you playing? I am playing the original, like just the normal World of Warcraft. It's called Retail, right? Yeah. Oh, nice. And Axe says, I'm on the way to a new house view at the same time. Oh, good luck. Good luck. I hope. And make sure to do good inspection if that winds up being the one. Johnny Nick says, I have a friend from work who hasn't played in 3 years. They maxed out everything there is to do. Wants to pick it up again with me, but wants to know if it's worth it now. Would you persuade him? So first off, I try not to persuade people about playing video games. I kind of just tell them what I like and don't like, and based on what I know about them, what I know they like or don't like, and just give them info based on that. I don't think it's really nice to try and pressure someone to play a video game with you if they're not interested. However, if you guys do decide to play together, the things that I would be excited about is if he hasn't had a chance to check out the second combat styles. That would be really fun. I would honestly be like, if you want to come make a new level 1 character with me, because you can be a Jedi with dark side powers or whatever, and being able to play like a smuggler who's a sniper and stuff like that is pretty freaking cool. And maybe you guys could check out, in addition to leveling new characters, try and do Galactic Seasons together, because that's always cool. There's always a new Galactic Season. He's probably familiar with the concept now if he played 3 years ago, but it's a new season, you know? It's a new and active season. There's one running right now. And I think you guys could probably even finish it or come close to finishing it if you started soon, you know? Darmas.
An informant spotted you leaving the Migrant Merchants Guild. I trust Kixie was useful?
Kixie did a real number on Scavic's identity record.
On a world this crowded with people and technology, he can't hide for long.
My sources reveal Scavic is doing business with the Black Sun Gang. A dangerous friendship for all sorts of reasons.
Black Sun is notorious for keeping holo recordings of all their meetings. No doubt they preserve the highlights of Scavic's visit.
I doubt Black Sun lets just anybody peek at their hollows.
Black Sun fragments its recordings over several computers to prevent unauthorized viewing. You'll have to assemble the relevant footage by accessing each computer.
I should warn you, Black Sun controls an entire sector of Coruscant. They're thugs with the most horrible manners. Do be careful. Good luck.
This is super cool to me. Okay, I'm going to talk about why it's super cool to me, but I should probably answer some more questions first. Not a question, but Rikoji says, back in the day, people used to sneeze and turn off their camera. Oh, look at that. Roy Rocks is also in line for a Nintendo Switch 2 and says, damn, this line is long. Oh, we actually have one other player who's also in line, unless that was you too. Over on Twitch at the very beginning. Oh, Roy Valentine? Oh, you're probably the same Roy, right? Yeah, good luck. They were sold out online, I think. Do you know if you even have a chance of getting one? Have they told you, like you're not waiting in line for nothing, right? Question mark? Monarchs. Monarch Arrows Firefly. What a nice name. Pa, the Black Sun, not an issue. Wah. Back in my day, Ricochet's actually said, is that people used to use Oblivion to test their PC overclocking. Oh, that's cool. And now, like, there's a whole remastered version. Here we go. Couldn't figure out how to get out. And we had a nice question from Tara. Thanks for waiting, Tara Gold. Tara said, hey, do you know if there is a way to unlock the companions achieved during previous Galactic Seasons? I've got some bad news for you. The answer is no. There's very little content, or rather very little stuff that's locked behind you got it before, you can't get it now. And even a lot of the older stuff, like old gear and stuff like that, they've brought back in various ways. However, Galactic Seasons is a little different. Galactic Seasons, there's no way to get many of the items from the track, including the track-specific Galactic Seasons companions. And the reason for that is because of the way season passes work in general, not specifically in SWTOR, but in gaming in general, in marketing, I guess you could say, more in business. And the idea is that they want you to play and pay, or like subscribe or play, during the season. Not after, not a year down the road, not 2 years from now, not a month from now. They want you to play now because they want you to come in and say, oh, there's that reward I wanted to get or that season I wanted to finish now, because I won't be able to go get it later. And the way that helps with business is that when you say later, there's a good chance you may not come back later. You may forget, you may lose interest, you may find another game that you like. So they really want to have that both that immediate incentive and that kind of stick the negative part of you can't go get it later. So unfortunately we may never see those companions come back or those items. I think we may, but I think it'll be a really long time. So they did a really cool thing where they took a lot of the promotional rewards and they added them to the Galactic Seasons vendor so that you could get them with the tokens. We may see that sometime in the future, but some of those took almost 10 years to come back, or like 8+ years, 5 years, 3 years. So it may not be anytime soon. And the second that people start seeing the companions or the unique Galactic Seasons rewards return, they'll realize that they can hold out. So let's say they brought back the very first companion. That was, which one was that? I'm like, it was a while ago. I don't even remember which one it was. Hang on, Galactic Seasons, Season 1. The stranger from Kubindi, the guy. The little squeaky guy, Alter. He has a cool little quest associated with him. He's a neat little companion. I have a lot of companions, so I don't super care. But I think if I missed out, I'd be like, wah, I want to collect everything. Let's say they waited 5 years. They were like, okay, we'll give it a 5-year period. And they brought him back after 5 years of being away. Then everyone would be like, oh, if I want that other one, I can just wait 2. Or, oh, if I want anyone in the future, it'll eventually come back, you know? Yeah, you can get some of the older promotional rewards, including some of those older companions like Master Ranos. To be clear, she's not a Galactic Seasons track reward. She is, you can get her from Galactic Seasons, but that's not originally where she came from. And that's why she's on the vendor. Oh, what's it? What's ZZZ? Patrick, is that another gacha game? That's, oh, that's Zen Zero Rails or something like that? No, I forget. I can't remember. But yeah, that's just gonna kind of keep happening until the voice actor strike is resolved, right? Thanks for entertaining me with your stream. Yeah, good luck with your line. I hope you're able to get your Switch. Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, I was kind of close. Sweet. Yeah, that's just gonna keep happening, especially for companies that are not based in the US. They're just gonna replace their voice actors because at this point, they kind of have to if they haven't been able to figure out how to continue with that. And I'm sure you've read a lot of the crazy stuff going on with the different voice actors for especially those gacha games. And yeah, I probably would at that point too, unfortunately, if I was a game that wasn't based in the United States. Can't have nice things. Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot of people have just switched over to the Japanese or Chinese voice acting, and I've kind of liked it. So I've been going back, and while I'm doing my weapon stuff. Oh, Indirect says, I remember waiting in line for the Switch, like the original one, and the person 2 ahead of me was the last one to get one. I eventually got one online though. I didn't mind, but the guy ahead of me was crushed. Oh, that's so sad. That's like waiting in line for the Harry Potter book and they're sold out. Back in the day when she wasn't such a weirdo. And it was actually fun to be excited about it. I've been watching old animes that I liked when I was younger, just because I can throw them on in the background and I don't have to care too much about if I miss something because I'm trying to find a weapon in my bank or whatever. But I've been having a weird problem where I've been having to listen to them in English because I can't like watch the screen and read it while I'm actively working. I can listen into things and I can look over to see some of the cool like visuals, but I can't sit there and read every line. So I've been really disappointed. I've been listening to stuff in English and I'm like, every once in a while it'll accidentally swap to the like Japanese version and I'm like, this is so much better, but I can't. I gotta work. I gotta be doing something. So what did I watch? Oh yeah, I started with Neon Genesis Evangelion. I can never say that one. That one was pretty okay to watch in English, actually. That one wasn't too bad. And then I watched a really like silly one called Udon Host Club. And that one was a real trip down memory lane. I don't know how well it held up. Not too bad, actually. Not terrible. And then I've been rewatching Bleach. And I remember really liking Bleach when I was like 13, you know? And I was thinking about how, wow, the shonen, like young adult shonen, it really like, it's very a specific genre because like I liked it really a lot back then. But now as an adult, I'm like, this is so like, there's no depth to it. It's so dumb. Like there's some parts that are really cool, but I'm like, I just kind of want to like fast forward. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. That's when I should go back and rewatch. Fairy Tail is not one I've ever seen. Can you watch Ghost in the Shell? I really liked the series too. The series I found was really good too. Where can you watch that? Is that like on? I've just been watching things on Netflix and Disney Plus just to make things easy. Hulu, whatever. Okay, it's supposed to be clicking something over here. Perfect. I'm unsure if this is a cutscene, but I'll click it just in case. Oh, no, it's literally just the item. Got it. Yeah, the dub was not too bad. Just the show itself is a little goofy. Oh no! Rikoshi says waiting in line for the Harry Potter book. Then someone just goes past shouting spoilers. How dare they! Avalon says, LOL, as a Harry Potter fan, that's too real. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I have a lot of feelings about that. Most of my feelings are that lady is fucking crazy.
There. Better?
And has way too much money to be that crazy. Way too much influence to be allowed to be that crazy. Do you guys have any suggestions for other ones I should watch that are, to be very specific, they should be older animes that aren't particularly, like, they should not be amazing. Like, I'm really enjoying Free Run right now, and I'm very carefully not watching it while I'm working because I want to, like, give it my full attention. Oh, I watched, what did I watch? I watched, I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Rurouni Kenshin? But I was trying to watch the old one because I'd never seen it, and I accidentally watched the new one. I didn't even realize there was a new one. I was like, this looks pretty good. They must have like cleaned it up a bit for streaming. And I was like, I got to the end of the first season and I was like, wait, where's the rest? I thought there was a whole bunch. I was like, oh snap, this came out just like a couple of years ago. Oops. Right. I wanted to avoid like like say Crunchyroll because I already have so many subscriptions and stuff like that. That's why I'm surprised it's still around. That's what I used to use like back in the day, like 15 years ago. Dang. Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker. Oh, that could be one to put on my hit list there. Oh, Indirect says, I just happened to be there when I was trying to get the Switch. I didn't even know it was coming out that day. Ah, gotcha. So you were just like, what's this super long line? I'm gonna get in it and spend a couple $100 on a console I didn't even know was coming out today. Tara says, thank you for the answer about the Galactic Seasons companions. I guess the achievements will not be completed anytime soon. Yes, correct. If it gives you any consolation, I'm sure you're trying to fill up your objectives because you're an achievement hunter, I guess would be the right word. But I think a lot of them don't have point values associated with them. Oh, they do! Why? I was gonna say they're all worth 0 points, but they're not. And you can't get them. That's so cursed. Sorry. Oh, Fruits Basket. I remember people liking that one back in the day. I don't know much about it at all. So yeah, I'm just making my way through Bleach and just kind of shaking my head and wondering about the things I used to like when I was a teenager. Tim Stones, Starnes says, if you ever want to change your last name, Tim Stones has got a really good ring to it if you ever want to be a rock star. Like the Rolling Tim Stones, you know? Tim Starnes says, I'm a legendary player, so I've done all the story missions. I love this game because it's getting a little played out. Do you have any suggestions to keep things fresh so I may continue to play? Hey, Tim, so I don't know if you were here earlier. Someone was asking, like, what should I do to convince my friend to try out this game with me? They haven't played in a long time. And I was like, I don't really think you should persuade people to play things or not play things. Just kind of tell them what they like or don't like or what you like or don't like. So personally, I think if you're feeling the game is kind of worn out for you, don't force yourself to play it. There's absolutely no reason to do that when we have so much fun and good media out there, whether it's TV shows or movies or video games or like art projects, whatever, you know, you can go play. So you've got two different options. You can check out other parts of the game that you haven't tried out, or you can go check out other games. And I actually kind of recommend the second one first, because the good news about SWTOR is it's not going anywhere anytime soon, and nothing happens to your account while you're gone too. So if you want to check out some other games, the one I've been enjoying for gameplay the most so far has been World of Warcraft. For story, there's nothing quite that holds up the same way. However, the Final Fantasy cutscenes are beautiful. Very, very nice looking if you like looking at your character, though they're not fully voiced and you don't really get decisions. And Guild Wars 2 is pretty cool. I like the format, even if it's not quite as good as SWTOR. It's not quite like a camera, like you're watching a movie. But like for story games, there's a lot of solo story games out there that are super, super cool. And there's no reason to only play MMOs. Now, going back to SWTOR, if you're like, but I really want to play SWTOR, what else can I go check out? I have this really cool list. I don't know if it's going to be useful to you. It might just be an overwhelming list. It's called Swtorista.com/everything. That's literally the address. So first off, I would make sure that you've played all the stories in the game, especially if you haven't played all 8 class stories. I assume you have. If you haven't, that's what you absolutely need to go do, because the 8 class stories are like the best content in the game. And then in addition to that, go check out all the planet stories on both factions. Go check out the expansion stories if you haven't seen them. And here's the list of everything. So this is literally like when people say there's nothing to do in SWTOR, a couple years ago, I shook my fist at them and made a list of, if you haven't done all of these, I don't want you to say there's nothing to do in SWTOR. Feel free to say there's nothing you want to do, but no lying and saying there's nothing to do. But it's just a big list of things you could maybe go check out. In general, I recommend like paths. So maybe you want to collect stuff. And you go find the rare cosmetics or mounts in the game and stuff like that. Work on Bessie. I don't know if I'd recommend anyone to work on Bessie who's getting bored. Maybe you wanted to try doing group content with other people. That can be a very big change to the game. Maybe you want to try playing with other people, but not directly. Maybe you want to keep doing what you're kind of doing, but enjoy the game in a different way. Joining a community or a guild can really change the way you play and can be a really great entry point to that beginning level endgame stuff if you haven't tried it out yet. Creating content, surprisingly, is a really interesting way to change the way that you play. So, for example, whether it's making art, or making a blog, or making little videos, or making memes, or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be like, I'm writing guides for a website. That's just what I do. Like, right now, what I'm super interested in right now is I'm a nerd, so please forgive me, but I'm collecting all the weapons in the game. Like, literally all of the weapons in the game and trying to catalog them. And that's obviously not on the obvious list of things to do, but it's been giving me a lot of joy. It's been sending me on different content hunts and stuff like that. Yeah. Spite, the greatest motivator. That's right. Get right over there. And the Cubester goes back to the idea of don't have to play SWTOR. Cubester says, always ensure that you take 5. When you feel your interest towards the game, begin to take a dive. And I super do recommend that. Hopefully that was a useful answer to you. Tim Starnes. Let me know if you wanted more info or have any more specific questions, or let me know if that was completely useless and you're like, I just want more story and the game doesn't have more story, which is entirely true. Have you ever tried Revenant armor on a female character? Have you? I think the better question is, have I ever tried the Revenant armor on a male character? I got like at least 2 different characters that are wearing the Revenant armor and they're all female. Cubester, I know you said you had like 3 questions yesterday and I think I only got to 2. The first one was like, how are you? The second one was a technical question. Do you remember what the third one was? Did I answer it? Star Wars Rock says, hi. Can I force my cousin to play SWTOR if he forced me to play another game with him via birthday gifts? Yes, absolutely. If someone has bullied you in the past, you're allowed to bully them back. That's the rule of thumb. Oh, someone recommended I go back and watch Naruto. I really liked that one when I was younger. Same deal as Bleach. It doesn't quite hold up in the same way. And I actually realized I still had a lot of thoughts about it, like wanting to watch it and stuff like that. But the problem is, I don't know if it's the same later in the episodes, but the first couple of episodes, there is so much flashbacks. I feel like I'm rewatching the same thing like 15 times. I think I made it to the Chunin exam, and I was so excited to rewatch that. And I was just like, I can't do it. I can only watch the same thing once or twice, or I get bored and lose the plot. So we were talking about older animes for me to go back and rewatch in English while I'm working.
I don't recommend.
Oh, Johnny Nick's got some tips. Trigun. Trigun is one that I didn't watch back in the day, but I would probably like. Tenchi Muyo. I don't know that one at all. And Vampire Hunter D. Oh, I remember that one being a one. Cowboy Bebop. I'm not rewatching on the side. It has to be. I would only rewatch that one to rewatch it proper. That one was really good. Oh, Crunchyroll has a free version. Oh. Maybe I will expand my horizons then a little bit. Your website sucks. Oh my gosh, 3,000. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna let me think about a ham. I'm gonna get anchovies in a can, and I'm gonna put them in your vent, and then I'm gonna reclose the vent so you don't know where that smell's coming from. You are toast. Going in the right direction? Did you ever watch Gundam? No. Oh my god, my list is getting too long now. I'm gonna forget like 90% of these. Shoot. Oh good, Cubester, you're gonna go track down your question. Have you ever watched One Piece? No, and that was actually like still actively going, isn't it? That one I did not watch. The characters were just really weird looking to me, and I think it didn't visually click with me. I don't remember if I ever like actually tried watching it though. Chipoo. Wow, it's at 1,000+ episodes. That's crazy. That's a lot of TV.
Boss will be with you.
Saya,
Always.
did you find?
Saya, did you find the rare drop from Kopuro? Syndic sent his Ascendancy Sniper Rilfi yet?
Well,
Hate Patrick.
of the stars himself
Hey there, Ryan.
pays me a visit.
Oh, Star Wars says
Long time
One Piece
no
is great
see,
too.
Scavic. You must really need my help, huh?
Urbex.
It's like a
buddy,
recording.
You're such a cynical guy. Can't I just be paying an old friend a visit?
You and friends is the funniest thing I've heard all year. Get to the point before I stop laughing.
Long man from
Yu
the
Yu
outer rim, sticking me
Hakusho,
like a
yeah.
ball. I need somebody to scrape him off.
Lawman, huh? Sounds like that'll cost you double.
Whatever it takes. Look, I'm in a rush to wrap up with the business here. Besides, finding work for my friends makes me feel good.
Nice. So where is this little parasite you want me to remove?
Hey, Montego.
He's at a docking bay in the spaceport, and he's alone. I'm sure he won't give a burly scrapper like you much trouble.
I guarantee he won't. Oh, and I'll be wanting my payment in advance.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Urbex. You enjoy yourself.
It might be this lawman knows how to find Scavic. We'd better try to save him.
Get him.
Let's go bust up that party at the spaceport, Captain.
Oh yeah, I was saying that this is very interesting to me to be on Coruscant with this character. So for anyone who missed the original creation of her, I decided to make Smuggler. That's what I wanted to make. I wanted to replay the story because it's the one I haven't played the most and hadn't played for the longest time. And my idea was that I wanted to make a female smuggler because you guys were talking about the voice, and I was like, yeah, it sounds great. And so I was like, what type of character do I want to make? And so this is actually my main character, Saya's mum in the story, her mother, but in the past when she was younger, because otherwise nothing of the story makes any sense. And what's cool is in my little roleplay story, I hadn't even decided she was going to be a smuggler or not or anything. But Saya's mum owns a cantina on Coruscant. She owns just in my little story, the Silent Sun Cantina. And I don't even remember exactly where that is. That's like, I forget. I don't really care, actually. And so I'm going around Coruscant, and I'm like imagining kind of in my head in the background, like, oh, she's seeing all the different parts of Coruscant. Oh, she probably doesn't like the Black Sun people because they cause all this chaos in her trying to find her ship. Oh, maybe she named her cantina the Silent Sun Cantina because it's like no more Black Sun. Have you played Star Wars Outlaws yet? Surprisingly, no. It's just not my type of game. I really like. I'm not really an action-oriented game person, I guess you could say. Mr. Swtorista played it though, and so just first off, it's been out for a bit. There was a lot of negative reviews before it came out, and that was because of the way they were doing the expansions. It wasn't necessarily about the actual gameplay or anything like that. It was just people were kind of a little unhappy about the fact that they were having expansions you could buy before the game was even like released yet, which is kind of weird. And however, once it actually came out, Mr. Swtorista gave it a good shot, and I think he has a really good reflection on it. He likes to read reviews. He's kind of picky about games, stuff like that. So he's a pretty good litmus test, I've noticed, for games. And he said basically he really, really liked that it had a Star Wars feel to it. He really liked that it felt like Star Wars. So that is something I think very important to him when it comes to Star Wars media in general. Does it feel like Star Wars? Because he's the original Star Wars nerd that had the Star Wars toys when he was younger and played Star Wars battles with fake lightsabers with his siblings and stuff like that. Versus me, I kind of came into it much later as a teenager. I came into it not through the movies at all, just through the games only. And so he said it felt like Star Wars, and that's a praise. That's like a really good thing. But he said that the gameplay, there was nothing really wrong with it. Nothing really spectacular about it or anything. So if you're looking to play it, I think that would be a pretty good, accurate description of it. If you're looking for an amazing game, if you're looking for an award-winning game, probably not going to be it. And I don't think anyone was expecting it to be in the first place, but I don't think it had any major issues when it actually came out either, so. Especially if you can get it on sale or something like that, hell yeah. And I think we just found out from Star Wars Celebration that they're adding, I want to say an expansion, but that's not quite the right word. They're adding content to it. Kaguya-sama and Vinland Saga. Oh, Montego, I feel like I should absolutely take the advices from you because you recommended Freerun and I really like that one. Or at least you're saying that you liked it. Are those ones, where are you watching those ones? Because I was saying earlier that I was only watching them on Netflix and Disney Plus because those are the ones that I have. But someone mentioned that Crunchyroll also has free version.
Please select an available travel.
Oh, I probably should have just quick traveled back. Ah, well.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I'm still working on getting through the game. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, you're working on getting through Outlaws. That's nice, yeah. Ah, Xena says they watch those actually on Crunchyroll and Amazon Prime. Oh, I don't have that one right now. Have you watched Andor? No, I have. Well, I watched the first one. I haven't watched any of the new ones. I know they just came out. I watch TV shows with Mr. Swtorista. New stuff that comes out that we both like. It's like anathema. You're not allowed to watch certain TV shows without the other person, without confirming with them first. Andor is probably one of them. Oh, Montego is watching it extra legally, so never mind. I cannot go on your friend's Plex server. Got it. That's moral. Just watch the first episode from season 2. just a taste. No. I'll watch it in my own good time, and I'm appreciating that no one's spoiled it so far, though I don't even know if there's anything to spoil yet. Oh, ooh. But yeah, Johnny, if you're looking to check out Outlaws based on what I've heard Mr. Swtorista say about it, if you're looking for a phenomenal game or you're on a budget, maybe skip it or wait till it goes on sale. Otherwise, have fun. Xena says, have fun, off to my hair appointment. Have a great day. Get a couple extra inches off for me because I haven't gotten a haircut in like a couple years and I probably should. Every time I go past the barbershop, I'm like, I should get my haircut. And then I'm like, wait, last time I took a pair of scissors to my head and I cut it completely uneven, but I was still happy with it. So why should I bother paying anyone more? I love having long hair. Like, I think it looks so fun. Like right now, my hair is just absolute disaster zone. It's having curl-a-palooza, volume-palooza, and not necessarily in a good way. And I'm like, I feel like an anime character. I feel like a princess. But I think when it gets warmer, I think I'm gonna give it a good trim because it's getting too hot. Gonna get too warm. Oh, nice. Steph says they are able to get Outlaws for sale for $30. Yeah, and I think that's like sounds like it's a great price for what it is. Indirect says, One Piece is good. My friend spent the first 3 months just out of high school doing nothing but waking up, getting ready, eating, then watching One Piece until he went to sleep. He was determined to catch up then to the then current episode. I don't think I get to be doing that. That actually seems like something I would have done when I was younger, because why not? But, I'm too old for that, and I have to work and have social and house responsibilities now. Hygiene responsibilities. Oh, I got stealth! I didn't notice it, but I've reached a level in which I can now have stealth. Oh my god. Hello, I'm wondering if you can help me here. I hope so. I have a preferred status account, says Autumn, and a level 70 character, but I can't get my Sage past 65 for some reason. Oh, okay. Let me think about that a minute. I think I might know your answer. Okay, so when you are preferred, and if you're that high a level on any of your characters, I'm guessing you subscribed in the past. So the way subscription works is that you unlock any current and past expansions at the time of your subscribing. So my guess is the last time you subscribed was when 65 was the max level, the last expansion. So my guess is that you last subscribed during the first expansion. So the third expansion, the Knights of the Fallen Empire, and then you didn't subscribe at any point after that. My guess on why you have a level 70 character is that the first time you subscribe, you get a free boost. You get a free boosted character that starts at level 70. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what you did, and that's why it's only one character that has that. However, because you haven't subscribed and unlocked those expansions, you've got this like 70 character that you can't use. The other option is you may have bought a Master's Datacron, which takes an existing level 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever character and boosts them to 70. Why you would have that, I don't know, but it's the other potential option. That's my theory. Question, I got to Balmora on my new Sith warrior, says Patrick, and I haven't bothered yet to learn speeder piloting. Is this weird? Or do you have any opinion on that? Yes, Patrick, I have so many opinions on that. You are a total weirdo. I did Conquest, yay.
This was fun.
You're a total weirdo, but nothing to do with your speeder piloting. Question, when and where can you use season tokens at? I realize I shouldn't answer joke questions in between real questions with sarcasm, because I realize it makes me sound like a total butthole to anybody who's new and just coming in. I would like to clarify that I don't actually think Patrick's a total weirdo. Well, I do, but it's in a friendly way. I'm so sorry. I promise I love questions. And I won't call you a total weirdo unless you ask silly questions. On purpose. To be very clear. Okay. We had a question from Mad Dog. What and where can you use season tokens at? Oh, awesome. Do you have some seasons tokens? There is a ton of really cool stuff you can get. And I'm actually going to pop open a guide because this one's a little more complicated and I can't really show you everything all today, like here on stream, because there's so much of it. So I've just linked for you in chat the Galactic Seasons guide, and we're currently in Galactic Seasons 8, but you can spend these tokens whenever you have them. And the way it works is there's two vendors. One's called Jallet Nail and one is called Cat Thavo, and you can get to these quickly in the table of contents. So the Galactic Seasons tokens come from the Galactic Seasons track. You probably claim them whether you remember it or not. They just sit in your currency tab, and the rewards that you can spend them on are on the two different vendors. So the Jallet Now vendor, they work in different ways. That's why I need to kind of go over them. The Jallet Now vendor has a ton of rewards. So I'm literally scrolling, I'm scrolling. Everything in this like blue chart, those are all from Jallet Now. Those are all from her that you can spend your Galactic Seasons tokens on. And the important thing to know is that they are on a rotating schedule, most of them. You'll see the letters A, you'll see the letters B, and I actually just updated this chart very recently with that updated schedule. The groups are on during different times. So if you're looking for a specific reward, you just need to take a look at what group it's in and then go take a look at when it might be up. I'm so proud of myself. I made this little chart because I always forget when is when. And then second, the other thing you can spend your Galactic Seasons tokens on are scrolly. There's also the Cat Thavo vendor, and this vendor is slightly different. He sells, or she, I forget, items that are sometimes on the Galactic Seasons track and sometimes there's no other way to get them. So specifically, this mount, the specific color and name of this mount, and this mount, the specific color and name of this mount, they're only available from Cat Thavo for tokens. And I made a little list here that says what's only available on the track and what's available elsewhere, or you just might want extra copies of them. So hopefully that's super useful to you, Mad Dog, and you didn't get scared away by me calling Patrick a weirdo. Cubester had a wonderful question too from the other day, but I missed it. Thirdly, seeing as I'm currently on a high top Converse fix, I'm looking for a pair of boots that I can use to reach a visual design that's as close to the appearance of the real life sneaker as is allowable in game. Whoa, you know what? I have no idea. I don't even know how you'd start searching for that, because so much of the time the boots are very uninteresting or they're huge. There isn't very many that are gonna be like, you know, half booties almost. Half boots would be the closest thing you could probably find. Something that may be useful to you that I will show you is if you go on the Swtorista.com/armor site, once you're actually searching for stuff, you can search for boots. And specifically, the reason I say search for boots in the piece is because it will show you the feet. It won't be perfect. A bunch of them will be obscured by stupid skirts and stuff like that. But I don't even know where you'd start with that. I'm going to uncheck Smuggler and check maybe... okay, so I know almost all older boots in the game are going to be a waste of time for that specific fashion question. Dang, that's a hard one. I want to look in Galactic Seasons, though, real fast. I don't know which ones you have and don't have. I know that was a whole other question we were talking about the other day, right? Is there any of the newer Galactic Seasons boots that might help? No, not really. Because most boots are going to be, like, higher than a Converse. So which one did you were thinking of trying out? Show off? Show off. I just got my hair stuck in the microphone. Speaking of wanting to give it a trim. Honestly, these are nothing like Converse either. I don't know if we have anything that's like a little half booty. Like the closest thing, it wouldn't even likely be light armor. That's a good guess, Northbound. Light armor usually just has light little boots like this. Very, very thin, very close, almost like slippers. Like socks, almost like socks. I need my joke question answered so Patrick doesn't get ahead in weirdness points. Oh my gosh, did I miss a weird question from you too? No, I didn't. You're just full of goofiness. Got it. Sold. Sith Hermit. Drago says, and dyed the upper part like the pants. That's not a bad idea if you can figure out how to combine a pants with a boots to kind of fake it till you make it, you know? Hermit? Was that Sith Hermit? Oh, these ones are not a great example. Okay. Okay, this is terrible. I hate that it opens up like that. My bad. But that's why they were why Draco was suggesting these ones. Maybe. Pike shoes. Let's take a quick look at those. Pike. Syndicate. Let's take a look at those. I literally don't have any boot screenshots. Why is that? Why is that cursed? It's not a great screenshots of the boots. They'd be pretty okay though. Yeah, except for the big puffiness up at the top here, or is that part of the pants? I like the Curlapalooza hair. Will you dye it white and be more like an anime character? Montego, I know you're asking silly questions to be silly, but I totally wanted to when I was younger until the hairdresser told me, one, it's going to be well over $100, and two, it's going to make your hair fall out. Only one I can think of is Bold Hellion for actual shoes. Oh, let's take a look at that. Bold Hellion. Swtorista. Bold Hellion. Okay. Do we have actual boots here? Oh la la! Okay, these are the closest thing I've seen to actual little half boots. They are nothing like Converse, though. But I think they might be the closest to high top Converse you can actually find in the whole game. Good call. Good call. Port Nowhere shoes? Let's take a look at that one. Nowhere. You guys are full of suggestions for these ones. Port Nowhere. Oh, these are little booties too, I think. I can't tell which parts are the pants and which parts are the boots. Oh, thanks. Luckily, Tor Fashion does. These are the full boots, but they do have little booties. You could make something with it. Good call. Good call, and bloops. As well as this Port Nowhere is from Zephiel. Curiosity satisfied, says Montego. But yeah, Cubester, that was a really solid question to ask. I don't think I've seen that one or ever even thought about that one before. Hopefully that gave you some ideas to go poke around, right? Ambloop says, love the site, by the way. Thank you, Ambloops. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working really hard on the weapons side of thing. Zephiel says, I've spent enough time staring at the armor collection. LOL. Put it to good use, right?
This was fun, little mouse. But we're done playing. time to die.
I am designated officer of the Celestin Constable Brigade. Drop your weapons and surrender, or I'll be forced to discharge my weapon. Again!
I can't figure out if this Celestin's deaf or just stupid.
All of you against one guy? That's overkill, don't you think?
I told you, idiot, to watch that door. Do I have to do everything myself?
Yes.
You don't belong in here, little girlie. Better leave before you break a nail.
Whoa, rude. Time to die. Wait, upstanding citizen. Something.
I'm sure if we ask them real nicely, they'll just leave.
I already encouraged these men to depart peacefully, but they fail to comply. It's possible they don't understand Celestese. Please, upstanding citizen, it is your duty to assist a designated peace officer requesting aid. Sure.
You heard the man, lawbreakers. Surrender now, or else.
That's so fun.
You really are as dumb as you look, aren't you?
What's that,
Kill
Grump?
them both, men.
Meal. Oh, this guy! That's his name! Oh my god, I'm sorry. How much attention was I paying? Meal Moon is my favorite too. Your favorite what? Character? He's pretty cool. I like somebody who gives me deputization for sure. Never gonna complain about that. Good night, Mateko. Sleep well. Mr. Meal. Hello there. I am grateful for your assistance, Deputy. I apologize for drafting you into service on short notice, but you performed admirably.
I just wanted to shoot those guys, all right?
Regardless, you have my thanks. I will make a special note of your heroism in my full report. Yeah, put in my official log. I have not properly identified myself to you. I'm Officer Meal Moon of the Celestin Constable Brigade.
I'm just a simple starship captain trying to earn a living.
Hi. That's my name. Normally, my reports require full name and genetic record, but I suppose I can acknowledge you as unidentified innocent bystander. I've come to Coruscant pursuing a dangerous criminal named Scavic. He is wanted by the government of Celes for high crimes. Oh, that jerk. He's been everywhere. He stole a priceless relic called the Murustavan Ruby.
I'm hunting Scavic, too. He stole my starship.
Ah, I suspected your timely intervention here was not coincidence, upstanding citizen. This is good news. I propose we cooperate and share resources. Coruscant is large and confusing. If I turn up any useful leads on Scavic, I'll let you know.
I'll take any help I can get.
I am glad to finally have an ally in this world. Together, we'll bring that lawmaker to justice. Oh, lawbreaker. Your help with these lawbreakers was invaluable. I will contact the local security forces to file an appropriate report with them.
Knock yourself out.
Based on past experience, local security will not ask many questions. I will continue my search for Scavic soon. I will not detain you further, upstanding citizen. Your time and assistance here is greatly appreciated. Good day.
Let's not be here when the local security shows up. We don't have time to answer questions. Maybe we should go see if Darmas knows anything new about Scavic.
So I'm gonna have to, so one of the things I was doing with this is I was recording it and I want to make my own version of the Smuggler story video. You know, I know a million people have done it, but I want my own. I want my own. One of the things I did was I made the cinematics very, very small, the subtitles and the text, so that you can watch it like a movie. I'm basically gonna crop them out, but I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with the voices, because anytime in the little video that they're talking to a alien and it has an alien voice, it'll just be like Wuchishakabaka, Buluru, Wan, Taliwa, and like, you know, you're not gonna have a clue what they're saying because there's not even gonna be good subtitles. And ideally it would be watchable and listenable versus not having to read any subtitles if you don't want to. So I have to kind of decide, like, would I read that out? Could I maybe hire someone to be a voice actor for it cheaply, or like, what would I do with that? The easiest one would be just throw it into an AI voice generator, but I'm especially not feeling like I want to do that right now. Not feeling good about it. To be specific, the medium blue and wide dye module is what I could have my eye on, but it's fairly inexpensive. Nice. Yeah, good luck. I mean, you can always just preview them together, right? But at least I can do dubbing some aliens. Oh my god. I totally should.
He's already my contractor. Be like, hi, I know you normally help me write guides and sort spreadsheet stuff, but do you want to try something different? I need you to talk about being Miel Moon.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Oh, Miel. Yeah, it translates to honey English. Yeah, his name is Miel. But what about the moon part? Honey man. Honey man. I'll play the role of boring alien for free plus 100 cartel points. Okay, but do you have a good microphone and can you speak clearly? If so, you might maybe I will recruit you guys to do it. That'd be super fun. We trade one voice acting for one. No, I can't like give you cartel coins. I could gift you cartel coins, but I can't like. Oh no, that's fine. I trade one thumbs up for one voice acting. Q. I have really bad microphone. Could not figure out why the voice is so low. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's kind of the surprisingly hard part. Is if you wanted to do something like that, you kind of have to have a slightly above average microphone. Like you probably wouldn't want to be using just whatever random butt headphones. Like headphone microphone you have lying around.
See what I tell you?
Not sure if I want to do English dub. This field feels cursed.
Are we lucky or what?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, listen, it'd be a non-union job, just to be clear. It's not a real job.
See what I tell you? It's the captain from Rogue on the Butcher's bounty posting. Are we lucky or what?
I never doubted you for a second.
Whoa,
lover.
who was there in the
You've always
background?
been
I
my
saw
lucky
them.
star.
Ugh, you two make me sick.
Blech.
Hold it right there, Captain.
Is that a hairstyle? Or did a womp rat die on your head?
Whoa!
You just... Who do you... Shut up!
I've heard your
Come on,
kid,
you two.
Robin.
Let's cremate this fool
I don't
and get
believe it.
rich.
I've heard your
Friends
kid
have
too
so much
much.
to live for. Why get him killed?
Ooh, tough talk from a scum on the run. I'm not afraid of you. I've got a flamethrower.
Hold it, Scorch. There's something about this, Captain. She might be more trouble than she's worth.
Not man enough for a real challenge? Don't know what you see in this guy, Igara.
More than you could ever show me. Rilo, this bounty's worth more money than we could earn in a month.
Get her.
All right, lover, but stay behind me. I
Lover.
don't want you getting hurt over
This
a lousy
lady's not
stack
sitting
of
on the
credits.
floor.
Listen to me. I'm not who you think I am.
Oh, please. That's what they all say.
I bet you killed a lot of innocent people.
I never flame-broiled anybody who didn't have it coming.
His
Except
name
for
is
that Rodian droid
Scorch.
technician and the Trandoshan cloth merchant.
And your last girlfriend. What was her name? Mira? Marzi?
Oops.
It was Morella, and that was an accident. You said this was the captain from Rogue and the Butcher's bounty. Are you sure or not?
Terrible
I don't
track
know.
record here.
I thought I was.
You wouldn't kill me on a hunch, would you?
Let's get out of here. I think I made a mistake.
Oh, come on. I want to fry somebody.
I hope you find the real bounty.
Why'd you bring up Morella in front of a total stranger? That was just cold.
Oh no, he killed his girlfriend. That's funny. I didn't think you'd get to talk your way out of that one. I thought we were gonna fight. That's very amusing. That was very smugglery. You're striking the name SAG-AFTRA until you sign a contract. No! No! I'm just gonna voice myself.
Having some trouble with bounty hunters, Captain?
Got anything for me about Scavic?
He's still hiding beneath whatever rock he crawled under. But I expect that will change soon.
I hear Black Sun's on an emergency recruitment drive, and you had an altercation at the spaceport. I take it my lead was worthwhile.
No matter how close I get, I still can't catch Scavic. I need the best information you've got.
You're receiving it, I assure you. These things take time. While we wait for Scavic to make his next move, perhaps we could play a little sabacc?
I saw that
This
one
guy.
coming.
Orzo, don't be such a spoiled sport. What do you say, Captain? First game's on me.
Well, what's the harm in a friendly game of cards?
Don't say I didn't warn you, Captain.
Get us a round of drinks, won't you, Corso? There's a good man. Let's deal some cards.
Yeah, the idea is to have the subtitles. YouTube should generate them. And so then you can turn them on and off versus the baked-in ones.
Impressive. The Captain just cleaned your chrono, Darmas.
I'd say you've played this game before.
Haha. I win. 5 credits.
I never said I was a beginner.
And I'm a victim of my assumptions. Well played, my friend.
Yeah, scoundrel. Absolutely. Good guess. Smuggler, scoundrel.
I'm receiving an alert from my network. This may be what we've been waiting for. Looks like your efforts have paid off, Captain. My informants just witnessed Scavic fighting someone and fleeing into SWTOR's territory. We have him.
Did your informants say who Scavic was fighting?
An alien of some sort, according to this report. Very peculiar. The SWTORs don't tolerate outsiders in their sector. Scavic must truly be desperate to risk his life.
He's on the run.
I'm sure they're just misunderstood.
You'll want to avoid the SWTORs unless you're particularly hungry for a fight. They're all ex-soldiers and armed to the teeth. My informants are a brother and sister named Jick and Jewel. They know where to find Scavic. I'll tell them you're coming.
Jick and Jewel.
Play your hand carefully in the SWTOR sector. My instincts tell me Scavic hasn't shown all his cards yet.
You've been a real prince, Darmas. I won't forget it.
I hope this isn't the last we'll see of each other. I can't help feeling there's more to our relationship than revenge on Scavic.
Flirt!
Oh, I think you'll see me again before you know it.
I certainly hope so.
That's a rule.
Good luck to you,
We have
Captain.
to flirt when possible.
Scavic pay all his debts.
It's a rule of this playthrough. Sweet, I got some pants. Pants. I think I have an outfit on, so I don't have to worry about equipping new pants and stuff like that. Oh, I just got a really nice rare item here. One of the fitted armors, but I know this one sells for quite a lot. It's a fitted, it's one of the purple ones. I can't believe I got it off the ground. Fitted artifact Atascorp armor. It's nothing like spectacular in terms of like looks and stuff like that, but because it's one of the purple ones, it's a lot less common. I'm gonna put that on the side and make sure to like sell it on the GTN. Oh, my inventory is such a mess though. I should probably clean that up a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, and I got my first relics. Nice, nice, nice. Not gonna complain about that. But one thing I'd really like to have right now is I have this item called the Revan Vendor. We just call it a vendor. There's a different version as well you can get through your legacy that's like a little droid, but I really like this one. And I just pop it open and sell junk. Oh gosh, sell junk, sell junk. Do I really need all these health packs? I'm gonna go with probably not. I'm gonna go with no. I'm going to very carefully keep any weapons though, just in case I need them for cataloging later. Ooh, credit box. That should leave me some good space there now. Equip that. Open that. Sell this, sell that. Sell, 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 sell. And the rest are all weapons. Let's just hold on to those for now, in case we need them later. Oh, I do have a minor class mission XP boost. I'm not sure I like need it at this point. I'm already level 13. I'm like not at all behind, and I haven't done any side quests really that I can think of at all. I'm planning on playing a female smuggler, but the base game romance option is really limited. It's just Corso, right? Correct. So I decided to just flirt with everyone whenever I get to it. That's a great way to handle that. I love it. I can't have a good romance, so I'm just gonna flirt with everything else that walks, no matter how nasty. That's funny. I'm trying to go into Corso with an open mind, but he hasn't been too weird yet. A little bit weird, but not too weird, and he apologized, so. Damn, I love this old Coruscant atmosphere. It feels cozy, and that's confusing for me. How in Coruscant and level 13 confused I am. Wait a sec. That's just normal leveling. Do I even have any like boosts or anything on? I don't think so. I don't even have like the character perks boosts, or I'm not in a guild right now. Do I have any, like, accidental perks? Legacy ones? I might, like, kicking around. Is there any, like, species perks? No. How long do sold items stay on the GTN claim tab? Ooh, not forever. Not forever is the answer, the important answer there. And I can't remember if it's like 30 or 60 days. Either way, I highly recommend taking them out sooner rather than later. But do they get mailed to you afterwards or anything like that? I don't remember the exact process of how it works. You get to sleep with a different man in every port to make him mad, and that is fun. Yes, I think we will be doing that in addition to attempting to romance him. We're just gonna be a nice little mess here with him. I hate Quinn more than Corso. Whoa, but Quinn's pretty cool. I like Quinn, even though his flaws, his character, I mean his story-driven flaws that I won't talk about for spoiler-free reasons. A curse to forever expire one day before you log in to claim them. Exactly, Spy's got it. That's why I recommend claim them sooner rather than later, so you don't eventually lose them. Oh, they expected me to be higher leveled. My bad. Okay, so yeah, I have done 0 side missions. I have only done the class story. I have not used any experience boosts, including the ones they gave me literally for free. The only other side quest I accidentally did was Conquest. Like, I did it by accident. So that's why. I'm kind of trying. I don't need to overlevel by any means. No reason at all. No crafting. Didn't go walk around the fleet. Yeah. You think it's only 7 days, Bells? Are you sure it's that short? Because that's really short.
Feels like we're being watched by the Justicars.
Ooh, is Backblast one I can use? Yeah, that'll be a good ability. Let's clean up these bars a bit. Escape is a purge, and this is an attack. Backblast I can only use while behind the target. However, I do have stealth now. I kind of have to decide whether I want to use it or not. Because you totally, at this point now, if I wanted to, I could just do this. I could just stealth out, I could use my rocket boost, I could get everywhere really fast and like almost never fight anything ever again. But to be honest, I'm not hating. I'm not hating going around and actually like seeing the environment and like fighting things in it and stuff like that. On some of my other characters, it's been frustrating. I'm like, I wish I had stealth. But I'm wondering if I should maybe only put stealth on in areas that like specifically frustrate me. Otherwise, I'll just like never fight anything. It's just kind of weird. Hey, look, it's Jewel. Jick and Jewel.
The captain, right? About time you got here. Thanks to you, the Justicars snagged my brother Jick. Should have never tangled ourselves in your cloudhead business.
What do you mean by cloudhead?
I fly.
You're from where the air is thin and heads are soft. This is Turferland. Rise up and grab some ground. I'm Jewel. My brother Jick and I were watching Scavic for you. Big mistake. Nothing but trouble. Things always go bad for turfers when cloudheads come down here. Never should have took this job.
Are you done berating me yet?
I haven't even started. You kept me worrying and waiting a long
I should use
time.
a speeder.
Jick and I were tailing Scavic when the Justicars came after us. Jick stuck to Scavic. I drew the Justicars. I lost those helmet brains easy, but they snagged Jick and hauled him off to their detention center.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Like you have a choice. Our bad luck is your bad luck. Jick knows where Scavic went, but he didn't have time to spill it to me before they snagged him. You want Scavic? Better prowl into the Justicars detention center and free my brother.
Why can't things be easy? Just once.
This is life in Turferland. Welcome to it.
Welcome.
Once inside the detention center, you have to bash all the Justicar droid eyes. That's how they track intruders. If those droid eyes aren't rubble, the Justicars will know your face. You don't want that.
Yeah, I was thinking, I do recognize the voice.
Never heard of a
Could be Catherine
droid eye
Tabor for sure.
before.
Whatever you call them. It's tech that watches the hallways, okay? Don't just stand there goggling at me. Get Jick out of that detention center before something happens to him.
I've been meaning to get some exercise.
Take this holo-transmitter with you. I want to talk to Jick as soon as you free him.
I like the little walkie-talkie on my jacket. Hang on, so I can get some more light. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Here's a little more. There's a little like tiny walkie-talkie on my jacket. I like this jacket a lot. This is a very good choice. Mission Bayo's voice. Ah, yeah, I can hear it now. I got it. Oh, we got a long way to go. So yeah, we will mount up. I think we need to get a slightly less conspicuous speeder though. This one's pretty cool, but I don't like using like these huge mounts on my like low-level characters. Maybe we can pick like a little one. Oh, you know what would be useful? Swtorista.com/mounts. Because you can do like this. I sorted them by size and sorted them like animal or speeder. So this is a section that would have small speeders. I like the Amzabs. I like the Airtex. I like aggroing every enemy in the entire world by accident. Phew. Like the Airtex, the candle's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if I grabbed the Blatant Beck speeder? That'd be kind of fun. Oh, these ones. Those ones would be cool, but I think they're bound, so I couldn't get them, even though I have them. Oh, this one's pretty cool. The Covert Stalker. It matches the color of your color crystal, which would be kind of cool. These ones are weird. These ones are okay. These ones are like what I consider... I'm so slow. These ones are what I consider the starter speeder in my mind. Like the first one you should have as a little baby whatever. A baby whatever you are. Hover chair? No. Hyrode's fine? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, did I go too far? I think so. Oops. Hyrode's are kind of cool. Kiss is kind of cool. Jetpack? No, she's not a bounty hunter. She doesn't need a jetpack. Ew. Lawnmower? Oh my gosh, I named them Lawnmower. That's very amusing. The Lawnmower is also the one you should have first because it's like cheap. It's all you can afford. That's all you get. Custom built hover bike. Go. This one's got a pretty cool sound though. I will absolutely give it that. Oh, I should probably stop and heal though. Is it this one? No, not quite. We get the Christmas one. Lotion is okay. Yeah. Oh, this one should not be in this small size. I don't know why it is. It is not small at all. These ones are good starter ones too. Mirm. Little beep beep. Little honk. This one would be a good starter one too. Morlinger. That one's pretty nice. A pretty good simple speeder. Oh, I do like the little bikes too. Praxon. These ones are pretty good. Gurian Dune Hopper. I don't think we quite want that, but these ones are the most like a motorcycle, if it makes sense. Dune Hopper. Yeah, I like that the Dune Hopper is very like little, very tiny speeder. What is that? Is that a Cartel Market one? Let me see if I have that one in collections. I don't think I do. Dune Hopper. No, I don't, so I'd have to pay. To unlock it, unfortunately. And I do have all the ones from Galactic Seasons too that I don't think are even on this website. The Rark. Oh, I like the Rark. It's very, very tiny. The Razalon too is good for that as well. Same with the Roche. The Tions. The Taubuses. Oh, there's a lot of good small, just basic ones. Vectrons are a little bigger. Same with the Walkars. Okay, so that's all of them. Now I have to like decide on one. So the easiest would be to grab one from collections that I already have unlocked. However, I don't know how to see. I don't think there's a good way to see which ones you've paid to unlock across your entire account already. You can see which ones you've collected, but not which ones like you can get for freebie. That'd be a lot of scrolling through. I've got like probably like 40 pages, and I just have to look for the little ones that are lit up there. Cubester says, I have another question. I'd like to have the dye module immediately after creating my character, yet I'll need a GTN in my stronghold to purchase such. I have my eye on the wall-mounted GTN kiosk. Therefore, my question to you is as follows. Is the wall-mounted GTN currently available in the cartel market for individual purchase? Oh, I don't actually know the answer to that. Oh my gosh. My little guys are running away. But I would recommend, as silly as it sounds, I would recommend buying a GTN on the GTN. Because there's the crafted version. And I think even the crafted version, there's the wall-mounted one. I would recommend that over over buying the cartel market one if possible. Or, don't forget, if you really needed to, you could always buy it on another character and send it over by mail. Or put it in your legacy bank, which you should be able to access pretty early on. Let's go peek at the cartel market to answer that actual question, though. Let's see how much it is. Probably not very much, but still, I would recommend save your cartel coins for other things. Yeah, it's 110 cartel coins, but yeah, not really recommended. Destroy security cameras. Oh,
a lot dirtier. Not to mention smaller.
Thanks, Corso. Good ears, good eyes, good mouth. I need to be able to see the little cameras. Hover forklift. Oh, that'd be a fun one. I want it to be fairly small, though. Fairly thin. Ah, man, I was trying to get around them. Oh, here's where I should have stealthed. This would be the ideal area to do stealthing, because I'm mainly trying to get in here and, like, destroy these cameras. Can I do it while running? No. Can I do it while fighting? Yes. Let's see how many we can get before we die. Pew! There's some up here. Yes. Pew! Got 2 more. And I see 2 more. Perfect. Pew. So poor Corso probably has about 1 million people attacking him right now, and I'm kind of surprised he's alive at all. Oh, he's doing fine, honestly. Especially if I wipe some of these guys out for him. Give him a little breathing room, he'll be fine. Pew, 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 pew. He'll be fine, just fine. There's a speeder mount that looks like Subnautica Below Zero bike. Oh, it's probably one of the ones we saw. But I wouldn't know which one that one is either. Hey, Winter! Nice to see you! I kill, I murder. One moment, please. Winter says, Happy World Fashion Revolution Day and National New Kids on the Block Day. What is Fashion Revolution Day? What does that mean? Does it mean anything specific? Season 6 Turbo Boxer mount. Let's take a look at that one. Turbo. Oh yeah, this one's really cute. It does cost a little bit. Hang on. Let's see what I look like on it. That one's pretty cute. Hang on, let me go see. Is there a non-purple version of that one real fast? Season 6 mounts. Oh, it's still purple, it's just not glowing. I kind of do like that one. That one's pretty fun. Let's do it. It's not really my style. It's a little too goofy, but I kind of like it. Pay a little bit of cartel coins and unlock it across everybody there. Oh, but I don't have... Oh, okay. So I don't technically have the ability to mount up yet. This specific speeder is special and gives me the ability to do so early. According to the internet, it's about pushing away from fast fashion and more sustainable wardrobe. Yes! Winter! I'm literally wearing an entirely... like my outfit's thrifted today. Look at this shirt, it's so cute. I mix it with this other shirt that I got from the thrift store. Fashion Revolution. Thank you. Oh, you like my outfit too? Thank you. I want to see if these two combined together would be cute. And I think I have come to the conclusion that yes, they are extremely cute. I really want some more shirts like this with the puffy sleeve here, lots of movement, but it's close here. and it stays close here. I like that a lot. Whatever the word for that is, I think it might be called bishop sleeves. I love that because then you can still do all the things you need to do. And then I like this because it's fancy. And Miyabi says hi. I subbed yesterday. Hey Miyabi, welcome to the subscription part of the game. Are you checking out all the expansions and stuff now? Oh, there you go, Cubester. You're good to go.
Stand still. I want to get a hollow of this.
Please do not add to my embarrassment by creating a permanent record of this incident. That's so mean. The fugitive Scavic ambushed me down here and fled. The Justicars interrupted my pursuit.
Did you at least manage to wound him?
Scavic and I exchanged fire without incident, unfortunately. I did not want to harm people who believe we're local authorities, so I surrendered and allowed the Justicars to bring me here.
Justicars are a bunch of crazy vigilantes.
I became aware of my error when they put me in a cell.
Might as well spring the little fellow while we're here.
Scavic is getting away. Upstanding citizen, I need you to release me from this cell immediately.
After this, you're on your own.
Smuggler, only smuggler things. Oh, you're using it for the perks. Nice, Miyabi. Nice. This is the second time you have come to my aid. I owe you a significant debt. I must rearm and renew my pursuit of Scavic. Thank you for your help, upstanding citizen.
I'm really not an upstanding citizen.
You are too modest. Of everyone I have encountered on Coruscant, you are by far the most upstanding. When I return to Sullust, I will file a form and request an official commendation for your actions today. Thanks, I hope I get it. Thanks. Oh, Miyabi, you used some of your subscriber coins to get the infamous Bounty Hunter set. That's a fun one. I like that one. Oh, look who it is. It's Chick. Joel's brother.
I feel like my insides are coming out.
If you plan to throw up, get away from me.
Nothing left in my stomach. Justicars were hard on my appetite.
Chick, it's me, Jewel. Are you alright? What did those Justicars do to you?
Hey, sis. Knew you wouldn't forget about me. Who's the
Hey there,
cloudhead?
Logandy. Hi, hi.
The captain
Yeah,
Darmas
it's still
asked us to
rolling.
help.
Whoa, what happened? No,
What
stop
happened
it.
when we followed Scavic?
Whoa.
How come the Justicars
Big eyeball.
sent
Saw something I wasn't supposed to. You won't believe this, but I caught the Justicars trading supplies with the Empire.
How could that be? It doesn't seem possible.
Some turfers think a few Imperials stayed behind after the war ended. I always thought it was just stories to scare the kids.
Scavic and the Imperials were laughing about something. Not sure what. The Imperials took Scavic into the works.
I've never heard of this place. What's it like?
It's a big mess of power stations and old factories below us. I didn't think anything could survive down there except droids. If Scavic dropped to the works, you may as well go home. You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
We're pretty good. Bet we last 10 minutes.
The works is nothing but toxic ruins and berserk droids. People who go down there don't come back.
If Scavic and the Imperials can survive down there, so can I.
You're a lot braver than I thought. Or dumber.
Both.
I'd like to go home now. This is the worst party I've ever been to.
This poor guy. Bye. I really am appreciating recording this with the updated facial graphics though, because you can see, like, especially on my giant screen, I can see the, like, face textures.
I'll hide you from the Justicars.
Great. I'm gonna smell like Rancor droppings for a week. Thanks for busting me out, Captain.
You did good, kid.
Kid? I'm almost as old as you.
Jick, take my holo transmitter from the captain before you leave. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Don't be so dramatic. There's only a little torture. Good luck down in the works, Captain. You'll need it.
Thanks. Might make it off Coruscant at some point. I guess I'm not really in any rush, which is also kind of nice. I like if I finish the story today, tomorrow, like whatever, you know? Like there's no particular reason to try and get there fast. Which way am I going? Other than like, I want to see more of the story. Oh, you can't mount here. Understood. Understood. Phew! I also really appreciate... I really appreciate that I don't have to go find a vendor for my abilities. They just eventually show up on my bars and I can kind of figure them out as I get them. And because I'm not leveling particularly fast, because I don't have my XP boosts and stuff like that on, I can actually read them as they come up versus having 600 all come at once. Winter says, I'm so very sore and tired today. I may just zonk out here for a while. Have a good rest. If you fall asleep, that is entirely legal. Oh, it looks like I need to get to a different part. I need to get to the works. It's like almost a different section here. So I think I'll quick travel here and then run to the south. Zephiel says, I remember having to save up to buy my abilities back in the day. Oh my gosh, I didn't buy my like penultimate trooper ability for like the longest time because it was super expensive. Am I misremembering that it was like 200k or like 400k or either way it was an amount that was very large for me at the time, and I was like, I don't need it that bad, I guess. I need these credits for other things. Revan says, over on YouTube, I use stealth as a crutch so much that I got annoyed when I'm on characters like Jedi Knight where it takes like 40 minutes to do one flashpoint because I have to fight everything. Right, and that's kind of like why I'm like, maybe I should lay off on the stealth because I use it quite a bit on my normal play because I am in some type of rush. I'm trying to do something specific. I'm not trying to fight all these little guys, but I mean all these little guys are here for the story. Like they're literally placed purposefully for me to run around and shoot, versus a lot of the other ones are just in the way of whatever weird objective I'm trying to get to. So for example, if I'm trying to get a specific reward, I don't really care too much about all the little random enemies in between me and that reward. I'm like, get out of the way. You're in the way. It's always nighttime in Drummond Cost, huh? Sure is. Real pretty. You got the lightning, you got the rain. Always got a sprinkle shower there too. See, which would be the fastest way? Probably this way. How many hours do you have in SWTOR? I don't know and I don't want to know. On this character, this is where it gets hard. On this character I have 0 days, 5 hours, and 56 minutes, and I'm still on the first planet. Oh, wrong way. On Steam, I have way too many. This is also the answer. I'd have to go between all of my characters and go add them all up, unfortunately. Because Steam doesn't count all the time that you... Oh, I'm so sorry that you played back in the day before Steam even existed, you know? I also often just leave the game running in the background. It's something I've always kind of done. Even way back when I was in college, I'd have the music running in the background while I'd work. Returning player here, says Dave. Back from a 10-year hiatus. That's a really long time. Welcome back. I got boosted level 80, and I've got generic blue 340 mods. Nice. I'm looking to gear up even more now and also get into PvP. Any advice on gearing up now? So you've got your... Whoa, holy guacamole. Whoa, Cluis. Gosh, thank you. So Dave, you're actually, if you've already got 340 generic blue mods, maybe work on getting the 340 generic purple mods. And honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about going beyond that, especially for PvP. I think PvP may cap at 336, so even what you have now is better than you're even gonna get even better than what you can use in PvP. However, I would work on, if you haven't already, Swtorista PvP.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Oh, nice. Cool. I have a guide about this specifically. Dave, I'm just linking you something in YouTube chat there, and that's the PvP gear information. And it'll talk to you a bit about accuracy and debolster and stuff like that, that you can kind of, that will help you min-max that a bit more if you haven't already. Ah, you're looking for SWTOR SWC25 there for your code. text. Big thank you. Holy crap, Cluis. Cluis is celebrating their 48-month subscription. Cluis says, much love to you and this stream. Oh my god, Cluis. If your name is Becca, Frankie, Fell For It, Cursatter, Solaris, Epic Jester, 1938 Kal-El, Inolus Prime, Sergio, Cyans, Hurricane, DCE, Walmart Jesus, Thug, or Bacchus. Feel free to say a big thank you to Cluis. They made it so that you can watch the stream for free. That is so nice of you. Thank you really a lot, Cluis. And thank you for Walix, who's here for the 39th month of supporting this project. That is nuts. Thank you very much. Swan Boy says, hello everyone. Howdy. Hi Swan. Nice to see you again. Okay, we've made it to the works. Is this Scavic? Oh my god, we found Scavic, everyone.
Marista Van Ruby.
Oh, it's pretty.
Even more exquisite than I imagined.
Very pretty.
This will be the perfect centerpiece for my gift to the Grand Moff.
Sure to earn you a nice fat promotion. Maybe the Grand Moff will finally let you go home to Droman Kaas.
What's your tone, Scavic? My agent is standing by at the spaceport ready to deliver the item. You have someone ready to receive it?
There's a twitchy little starship merchant named Fabizon in my docking bay. He'll accept my payment.
Lieutenant, transmit the signal. I don't know what you want with that grotesque trophy, Scavic, but it's all yours now.
Need any other priceless relics, Commander? Just let me know.
Where's my ship, Scavic?
Coming blasting.
Captain, seriously, I admire your persistence, but this is ridiculous.
Scavic, who is this woman? One of your many conquests?
Whoa.
She wishes.
Whoa. Rude. Super rude. Yeah, that's right. Who's this?
Stain when we're done with you, Scavic.
Corso, I heard about your job. Hey, don't let unemployment make you bitter, all right? You're the one who fouled up my identity record and sent half the galaxy chasing me? That wasn't very nice, Captain.
Where's my ship?
I want my ship, but I want it now.
It's a very nice ship, but you're taking things way too far. I can't believe you kept that Celestin lawman alive. If it wasn't for the Justicars, the little run might have actually caught me.
Where's my ship?
Enough of this. The captain is your problem, Scavic. Deal with it.
Commander, would you mind vaporizing the captain for me? I've got places to be.
Scavic!
Bro, come back.
Blast that scoundrel, always leaving me to clean up his messes.
Do you enjoy being Scavic's maid, Commander?
No, and I'm afraid you won't be leaving here. We'll give you a very nice, unmarked grave.
Oh. Attention, Imperial lawbreakers! You're in violation of Statute 1983 of Solacen Criminal Code. Drop your weapons and surrender the gem.
Who do you think you are giving me orders? You're as good as dead, you alien filth.
Boy, am I happy to see you.
Imperials, you're guilty of smuggling and crimes too numerous to mention. Do not make things harder on yourselves by resisting arrest. I've already disabled your comlinks and cut you off from any reinforcements. Drop your weapons now.
Spare me your false heroics. Men, kill this alien scum.
Get up! Wow! Whoa! Shit! Oh, sorry, Meal. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Okay, he's fine. He's just on the floor. He's just a little shot through the liver. He doesn't need that, right? Ooh, these guys are actually starting to get some health. Not die in like 2 hits. Whatcha? Culper says, is this the base game story? Yes, I'm playing the Smuggler story. I've gone back in outer space. Miyabi says, do I keep stuff I bought from the cartel even when my sub is over? Oh yeah, absolutely. None of it goes away. Absolutely. No. Is this the same Walix as Nexus? Yes, that's Walix. Dr. Walix is Walix. Nexus Walix. Buddy, friend, guildmate. I do not think I will be filing any more reports. Yeah! Hang on!
We'll get you to a Kolto tank.
It's too late for that. Oh man, I wanted my commendation. I am unable to maintain pursuit of Scavic. You must go on without me. I have something that will help you. No!
Poor little guy. He didn't deserve to go out like this.
Find Scavic. Bring him to justice for me. Oh, frick. I didn't know this guy would die. Dark side or light side? More on the light side of things. but doesn't really care too much about other people, but isn't killing people for fun. She just wants her ship. That is the most important part of all of this. Her ship is the end game goal. Where's my ship? I kind of want to soundbite that one. That one's really funny. Like, just like straight to the point. I think I need to go back to the docking base. That's probably all the way up here. But I think this is a great place to end the stream with where's my ship? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have a strong suspicion that we'll be continuing the Smuggler story, which I've really been enjoying. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's have a little F's in chat for respect for Meow. Let's see, who else are we gonna go see today that we maybe try and find someone we haven't met yet. Bear Suit, your friendly neighborhood Jedi Knight, Jax Vexar. So let's go try and meet this person named Bear Suit. What a name. Rest in peace for Meow. That's actually really disappointing. I didn't realize he would die. See you guys later. And Dave says, thank you. I used to PvP a lot 10 years ago. Oh, nice. Awesome. You remember fighting Hoss Ski Patrol. That's a great name. Finally convinced my wife to let me get back on. Aw, make sure to spend good time with her and good time in every other part of your life, too. Bye, everybody.